Cristiano Ronaldo has 6 days, maybe 6 weeks, left in a World Cup jersey. DR Congo has waited 52 years for this exact moment. Today, in Houston, those two stories collide, and only one of them gets to keep going. This is Football Kick Theory, and this is Portugal versus DR Congo, the opening match of Group K at the FIFA World Cup 2026. Let's get into it. Start with the man everyone's watching for. Cristiano Ronaldo is 41 years old. This is, by his own admission, his 6th and final World Cup, a record no other men's player has ever matched. He's already the all-time leading scorer for the men's game on the international stage, and Portugal's all-time top scorer by a distance most teams' entire forward lines won't reach in a career. Here's the part that makes this story sharper than just legend plays one more tournament. Ronaldo has done almost everything the sport has to offer. Champions League titles, a European Championship, Ballon d'Ors, more goals than anyone who's ever played the game. The one thing missing is a World Cup. He's been close before, a quarterfinal in 2022, a semifinal in 2006, but the trophy itself has never come home with him. At 41, this is the last door. There isn't a second chance waiting in 4 years. None of that guarantees anything in Houston today. But it means every touch he takes in this tournament is being filed away in football history in real time. And every match from here forward carries the weight of, what if this is the one? Can he start that final chapter with a goal against DR Congo? We'll get to our prediction. First, the team around him. Because Portugal didn't arrive at this World Cup as a one-man show. Portugal arrived at this tournament having topped UEFA Group F in qualifying, and walking in as the 5th-ranked side in the world. That's not just paperwork. It's a signal that this is one of the deepest, most balanced squads in the entire 48-team field. Under Roberto Martinez, Portugal don't play like a team built around a single superstar. They play like a team that happens to have one. Martinez shifts between a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-3-3, and the identity is control. Vitinha and João Neves dictate tempo through the middle. Bruno Fernandes drifts into the gaps defenses leave open. And Bernardo Silva ties the spacing together with the kind of patient, possession-heavy football that suffocates teams before they even get a sniff at goal. Diogo Costa anchors things from goal, with João Cancelo and Nuno Mendes pushing high from fullback to turn Portugal's shape into something closer to a back two when they're in full control. It's a setup designed to dominate the ball for long stretches and force opponents into mistakes out of sheer exhaustion. And when the starters need a spark, the bench is arguably the scariest part of this squad. Rafael Leao, Pedro Neto, and João Felix can all change a game in 15 minutes. 3 players who'd start for most other nations in this tournament, reduced to options off the bench here. Few teams in this World Cup can match that kind of attacking depth in reserve. The crack in the armor is defense. The pairing alongside Ruben Dias still isn't fully settled, and Portugal have a habit of leaving space behind their fullbacks when they push numbers forward in search of a goal. Against a possession-heavy opponent, that's a minor, manageable issue. Against a team built to counter at speed, like the one they're facing today, it's exactly the kind of gap that turns into a goal against the run of play. DR Congo aren't here by accident, and they aren't here to just make up the numbers. This is just their 2nd World Cup appearance ever, and their 1st since 1974. More than 5 decades of waiting compressed into one tournament. Under head coach Sebastian de Sabra, they fought through an intercontinental playoff path that ended with a win over Jamaica, sealed in extra time on a goal from defender Axel Tuanzebe, the same Tuanzebe who will be central to their backline today. Think about what that journey means heading into this match. A team with nothing to lose, in their 1st World Cup appearance in 50 years, is genuinely dangerous. There's no fear of failure weighing them down, no pressure of expectation crushing their legs in the 75th minute. Only the chance to write a story nobody outside their own dressing room expects. A handful of names matter more than the rest here. Aaron Wan-Bissaka brings Premier League pace and experience at wingback, and he's set for a direct, physical battle down Portugal's left side for the full 90 minutes. Yohan Wissa is the player most likely to turn one half chance into a moment DR Congo will remember forever. His movement off the ball and finishing in tight spaces are the closest thing this side has to a get-out-of-jail card. Chancel Mbemba anchors the back line with the kind of top-flight European experience that settles nerves in a team mostly unfamiliar with this stage. And veteran striker Cedric Bakambu rounds it out with the composure a roster this inexperienced on the world stage badly needs in the biggest moments. This isn't a side built to play pretty football for 90 minutes. It's a side built around one idea: survive the spells of Portuguese pressure and make the few chances that come back the other way count. Group K isn't just Portugal and DR Congo. Uzbekistan and Colombia round out the group. And with this World Cup's expanded 48-team format, even a third-place finish can be enough to advance. That changes the math here in a way it never used to. For Portugal, a win today doesn't just bank 3 points. It sets the tone for the entire group and takes pressure off the Colombia match that closes things out. For DR Congo, a result here, win, draw, or even a respectable loss, changes how the rest of the group plays out for them. Nothing is being decided in isolation today. Everything connects to what comes next. Expect Portugal to dominate the ball from the opening whistle. Vitinha and João Neves will try to strangle the midfield, while Bruno Fernandes hunts the spaces between DR Congo's defensive lines, looking for the one moment of hesitation that turns into a clear sight of goal. DR Congo's plan will be to absorb that pressure in a deep, compact shape and strike on the counter, and their best route to doing real damage runs directly through Visa and Wan-Bissaka in transition moments, the split seconds right after Portugal lose the ball high up the pitch. Set pieces matter here too. A side without Portugal's quality in open play will look to make every corner and free kick count, with Mbemba's size a real threat in the box. If Portugal gets sloppy in possession even once, a careless pass in midfield, a fullback caught too far forward, this DR Congo side has the pace in behind to make them pay for it immediately. That's the whole match in one sentence. Can Portugal control the game cleanly enough that DR Congo never gets the broken play moment they need? If you want breakdowns like this for every single match of this World Cup, before kickoff, every single time, that's exactly what this channel is built for. Hit subscribe on Football Kick Theory right now so you don't miss the next one. The matchup that decides this game is on Portugal's left, Nuno Mendes against Wan-Bissaka. Attacker versus attacker, neither one likely to track back consistently for the full 90. Whoever wins that individual battle probably decides who controls the tempo of the game's final third. The other one to watch? Gonçalo Inácio and whoever partners Ruben Dias, against the direct running of Visa and Bakambu through the middle. That's where DR Congo's entire counter-attacking plan lives or dies. Win that duel consistently, and Portugal shut the door on the only route DR Congo realistically has to a goal. Portugal have too much control in midfield, too much depth on the bench, and too much experience at this level for DR Congo to contain for a full 90 minutes. The quality gap shows up most in moments of fatigue, and Portugal's bench is built specifically to exploit exactly that. DR Congo will compete. This isn't a side that's going to fold quietly in their first World Cup match in 52 years, and there's real pride at stake in not getting embarrassed on this stage. But class should tell by the final whistle, and Portugal's attacking depth should eventually find a way through. Football Kick Theory's prediction: Portugal 3-1 DR Congo. And yes, Ronaldo to score in his 6th and final World Cup opener.